So after Love Hate, RTE threw out a historical drama called Charlie, and it was based on the life of Charles J. Haughey, who was a Taoiseach during the 1980s. And it was largely some of the same actors from Love Hate. You had Aidan Gillian from Game of Thrones, and also Love Hate, starring as Charles J. Haughey. You had Tom Vaughan-Lawlor starring as PJ Mara as Haughey's advisor. So one of the main themes in Charlie is, of course, power, power, power. How do I get power? How do I hang on to power? How do I keep others away from the power that I have? And Fianna Fáil lost their shit basically when this series aired. They were not happy bunnies, as you can imagine. They pretty much blasted it as inaccurate, unbalanced. They were troubled by it. They were troubled by this depiction. They were troubled by that depiction. The family of Charles J. Haughey were not happy. His son was not happy. I assume the irony was lost on all these political people accusing other people of lying, which is what politicians are best known for, and secondly, trying to hold on to power. That it's not all about trying to hold on to power and trying to keep your election seat. I mean, come on. Now the problem with Charlie's a political drama. There was no guns or anything like that. It was kind of people walking around, talking in rooms, looking at horses. This kind of Downton Abbey, The Crown kind of background settings, if you will. And I don't think you should have to spend fucking 4 million on 3 episodes of people sitting around talking. Now I know a lot of people were hired because it's political drama, so you need to fill up a room, but seriously, these things are called extras, you know? So where did the money go to? Because essentially you could get a lot of people to give you settings for free and backdrops and things like this. And there was no special effects involved in it. There was no action sequences. In fact, they actually pulled a lot of archive footage to throw into it. So you would have the main character of Charles J. Haughey addressing a crowd, and he'd be at a podium. You know, what is it for a podium? A wooden podium these days, 50 quid from an antique shop. And a background drop of whatever the slogan was for a political party. And it would cut to footage, archive footage, of people applauding that speech that he was giving. They'd paid a little bit for music, for composing. They obviously paid the actors. To me, there was probably about a handful of main actors, 7 actors in total, I would count. But 4 million for 3 episodes. And they were an hour or so long. I mean, that's insane. Nearly a million and something per episode. Where did it go to? I didn't see it on screen. You could see where things were going to on screen on Love Hate. People had guns and things like this. There was a lot of background sets. It was shot in a lot of locations in, you know, Dublin. And Charlie looked like it was shot mostly in Wicklow, if I had to guess, you know. Lots of nice houses and things like this, and inside rooms, which I assumed weren't set because you'd have to build them. But I just didn't see where the 4 million went to in Charlie as opposed that you would with Love Hate. And that's waste. Coming back to the waste again. Charlie was a good series politically. It was probably trying to be a bit too smart for itself, and that's probably why people had a problem with it. It was essentially everything that came out of the main character's mouth had to be something brilliantly clever, you know, super witty. We lost a few honest moments in that kind of thing when they were doing things like that. It was always witty back and forth conversations, and it was like, oh, it wasn't always like this, you know. Surely it wasn't always like the character of Charles J. Haughey. I'm sure he said some witty things and he was capable of witty things, but it just, at times it came across like it was political Irish versions of Frasier, I would say.